In the USA, another 2.4 million people have filed for unemployment benefits in the past week. More than 38 million people have now lost their jobs in the United States since the pandemic hit in March. And these are the worst layoffs the country has seen since the Great Depression of the early 1930s. Our North America correspondent Nick Bryant is in New York with the latest.
38 million, such a staggering jobless figure. That's more than the population of Canada. And it's not just some abstract statistic. These are livelihoods that are being destroyed. And we're finding the economic victims of COVID-19 in some unexpected places.
We don't normally go in search of hardship in the tree-lined communities of American suburbia, but now it's easy to find. This the looping queue for a food bank in New York's commuter belt. Cars normally used for school pickup and the weekly shop, now a marker of middle-class need. Some had waited more than 5 hours, bumper to bumper, in a queue that stretched more than a mile.
Come here now. Come here now.
For organiser Jamie Scott, traffic control has become a major problem. 8 weeks ago, in the early days of the shutdown, he saw 65 families. Now it's 600. And look at the cars. A Mercedes, an expensive SUVs.
You see a lot of starter Mercedes, starter Beamers, high-end like Toyotas and what's have you. The problem is, really, the people have gone now without 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 paychecks, and it's starting to catch up. They need food. It's the most basic thing.
Guys, it's going to be 3 families, guys, 3 families.
At the front of the line, we met people who had well-paid jobs.
All the way up, guys, all the way up to the girls.
Before the coronavirus wrought such economic destruction. People who've never had to rely on aid. Michelle Fernanda is a florist, struggling to make ends meet.
We have to pay the rent, gas, cars, and all the stuff.
I mean, you've got a beautiful car. Did you ever imagine that you'd be lining up for food?
No, never.
Yancy Mendez is trying to feed her kids.
Have you got any income at the moment?
No, we don't have, because I work like housekeeping. So, you know, people doesn't want people to get into their houses because they have families, kids. So, and we have kids too, so.
So you're not making any money at the moment?
No.
So you need this food?
Yes, we need it.
You want it all in the bed?
We're witnessing the biggest economic shock since the 1930s, in a country still feeling the after effects of the financial crash of 2008.
What's been noticeable since the Great Recession is the dwindling number of parents here who believe their kids will enjoy more abundant lives. That long-held belief in generational progress that gives this country so much energy and so much drive. COVID-19 has dealt yet another body blow to the American dream.
What good is it if we save everybody from the virus if we let them all starve to death?
With desperation comes anger.
Freedom! Liberty!
This and then the shutdown protest in Staten Island, one of New York's most affluent boroughs. Most of these people are small business owners who believe the stay-at-home order from the state's Democratic governor has robbed them of their livelihoods and their liberty. Members of the middle class, not used to mounting protests.
Open up New York, that's right. And if you can't do it, get these Democrats out. Open us up. Amen. You're killing us.
And I've come to see Jesus.
This is a convulsion that's shifting the ground beneath our feet. A disruption of immense historical scale, bigger than the Great Recession, more consequential than 9/11. Even in the most prosperous parts of America, lives have been changed forever. Nick Bryant, BBC News, New York.